now tuned in to New York's very own Minx Couture. All the opinions and views expressed on this show are from mine and mine only. I take responsibility for everything I say. And if you're gonna be all up in your feelings, then this is not the platform for you, because this is The Minx Show.
Okay, here we are. What is up, everyone? This is everyone's favorite Minx, Minx Couture. Yes. And you would have thought that there would have been like a crazy celebration for episode 100. But you know what? It's a self-celebration. I feel like the older you get, you don't have to, bring people along to the party. And since mofos like myself, we don't have an actual schedule like we used to. It was every Friday night. Every Friday night at 10.
Notion has been the centerpiece of
Here
my
you
workflow.
go with these ads. This is one of the biggest conversations that we're going to have about today is these freaking ads. But yes, the older you get, you don't really feel the need to celebrate like that. These are small accomplishments that are meant for moi. Let me just fix that. There you go. Small accomplishments that are meant for moi. Being that I came from streaming in a different way. I literally used to do live streams on my phone. Just me and the camera and the chat. No fancy equipment. Didn't have any of that. It was just me and chat. I didn't care if I looked like shit. The lighting didn't matter. It's just when you popped up live, your day ones, even your day twos popped up, So, of course, me doing that, showcasing my music, just answering questions, And this was on Periscope, by the way. It was my following that said, Minx, you should do a podcast. Everyone in the comments, you should do a podcast. I was like, what the fuck is a podcast? I've never heard of that shit in my life. Oh, you sound perfect for radio. I had no mic. Nope. I had no mic. I had none of that. So it was just me and chat. And that's why I feel like where I am now is really interesting. See, like I said, I've been a streamer since 2000, was it 2010? I was a streamer. Like, I got years in this. That's why I really talk to people who just really started getting into this. And I'm like, yeah, you think you know everything, right? I come from an era where ring lights, we didn't need those. We came from an era where there was no ads, there was no scripts, there was none of that. You just came online and you were your authentic self. And you had a schedule. See, that was the other secret. You had a schedule. So if you tell everybody every Friday at 10 you dropping something, your day ones, they would show up at 9:50 on Twitter, hyping it up. Nowadays, it's like oversaturate your audience with content. Oversaturate them. Make sure they don't forget you. And I don't come from that. See, back then streaming wasn't wasn't a job. And why am I talking about streaming? I'm talking about streaming because I've made some copious moves. Now, regardless of how rambunctious these other streamers are, who is it, like I Show Speed and Kai Cent, right? You know, just seeing Kai Cent get, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. If I'm not, you know, I'm talking about you. That's all that matters. People know what the fuck I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, to see a black creator get kicked off of a platform like Twitch after they sat there and built from day one to get to where they are now, it just set off something in me. Whether it's staged or not, it still set off something in me. You know, I look at a lot of these things that are going on with social media when it comes to celebrities and people that are just very popular. I'm like, what the hell is happening with social media? Like what is going on with social media? Are we okay? Should we be preparing for a massive deletion of platforms? Because it seems like to me, from the outside looking in, they are crumbling every single empire that has been built on the World Wide Web. You know, maybe the city of Babylon wasn't a structure of dirt and grass and water and people. What if it's not in that form? You know, this is also a structure. Our power grid is a structure that can be attacked, right? Because if you look at one of the things I tell you when I've been on this journey of Web3 and learning how to build my own shit is the usage of a lot of water-esque, aqua-ish terms, right? Just like the way we live, the way we are governed under maritime law, right? Apparently, that's what I'm under the impression. We are under maritime law. So now, even in the virtual spaces, the World Wide Web, the internet, we have this. Things that are associated with water. It just was very interesting to me. Very, like, I build on Digital Ocean. Yeah. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what? Digital Ocean? Oh, okay. There's a lot going on, and I definitely want to talk about it today. So the name of this episode is called "Been Verified" because, bitch, I've been verified. What you mean? I gotta pay what? I gotta pay the toll. I gotta check in. Well, this is exactly what's happening. See, y'all be thinking I'm bugging when I refer to the internet as like these internet streets, right? And to those of you who don't think that I know, you know, I've had people tell me, you think you know what the fuck you talking about. I kind of do. Because all I do is fucking study. You see all these dudes out here, these relationship podcast dudes, you know, you talk about women, about how we're just so ratchet and disgusting, and well, we're saying the same thing about you, right? So basically, as a collective, we're all ratchet and disgusting, and unfortunately, like, you know, you need to you got to sit back. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit back because not all of us are twerking at the club and all that shit. See, I don't have to be picked. I got a man already. So I'm just looking out for the ladies of the left because you deserve just a little bit of happiness that you attract for yourself. And listening to that shit, it ain't gonna happen. However, I want to point out something. This whole situation with the verification badge, I predicted it was gonna go down. I'm gonna show you how. Where is that? I have like so much shit. Okay, let me just get rid of this. So, I love listening to these lo-fi joints. I want you to see this. This is in my shop, right? I'll tell you a quick backstory behind my shop. So I was basically, for my album that I dropped by accident, which was a prequel, I was working on some merch and shit for it. Because it was all of, the whole album was about the going from the spiritual to the digital era, like together as a merge, from the old world type shit. And basically, with this, I had a t-shirt that I actually wore in the universe, which is very interesting. And it was called Blue Check Motherfucker. Blue Check Motherfucker. Right? Now, I know some of y'all probably be like, what inspired you to make merch like this? Because you can see it says Merciless Apparel, because that's the name of my my joint. Merciless Apparel. Part of the Goddess brand. But yeah, that shirt says Blue Check Motherfucker. And I literally said to myself, at the time that this was created, this went down around the Tagger Rapper shit. I don't know if you remember the Tagger Rapper shit, where you had a bunch of legends, okay, in the game. Hold on. Oh shit. Knocking over everything. Don't ask why I had this up. I was working on something from my app, okay?
We do not care.
Okay, I didn't ask. I make my own self laugh. Hold on. Okay. Rap Ponzi scheme. Okay. Rap Ponzi scheme. If you remember the time when rappers were climbing into DMs, telling you that you sounded hot. They wanted you to sign up to pay X, Y, and Z $700 just for a slot on a mixtape. So, of course, they got our pages and shit taken down because people like to forget. I don't forget nothing. And a lot of the public doesn't forget anything either. Right? Fat Joe, Jadakiss the Game, Benny the Butcher. I'm not saying this because I want beef with these people. I'm saying this because this is what the fuck happened at that time. And I question, like, wow, the moment that the verification badge was weaponized, I think that's when, the spell has been broken for celebrities. The spell has been broken. So my inspiration for it was because I felt that, how do you have a verification badge and you climb up into your fans' messages and tell them that a person that looks up to you and literally idolizes your style and wants to be noticed by you, you climb into the direct messages offering them shit, and people see that verification badge, so they are assuming that it is you. It is who you say you are. So, of course, they're ready to, they want to prove, I'm serious. I'm serious as an artist. So they go and they, argue with their baby moms, or they tell the landlord that, hey, my rent's going to be late. And they take out money and they invest in these fake ass opportunities. And then what happens? Nothing. Just enough to say that my favorite celebrity took my money and did nothing. So for me, the verification badge died in 2020. Realistically, the concept of the verification badge didn't mean anything to me after that. So of course, I don't expect anybody to accept my next segment talking about this verification bad shit. I don't expect anybody to respect me for my thoughts on it. And I'm just an honest person, y'all. Okay. Now, the problem that I have with you celebrities crying like children about your verification badge. You see, I think the fear that y'all have is, oh, they're not looking up at me as an idol anymore. Like, we are equals. We are equals. Okay. What is so wrong with being an equal? Like, we're all equals down here. Like, I know motherfuckers that did shows and shit, and they have like thousands of followers, but I am their equal. Like, they don't look at me like, oh, that bitch only got 1,000 followers. She's not serious. No, that's not going to happen. And if we know who you are, like, honestly, like, everybody has this issue with arguing about the vanity metrics of things, right? I've had people come at me, oh, well, then you're not going to be seen. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of why I'm going to say fuck you nicely to that. Really politely, not to ruffle feathers. I think the first thing that people forget, because I be going deep. The first thing that people forget is where we are in the universe. What does that mean? Like, where we are in the universe? Like, you don't ever sit down and just question, the time that you are in, the place that you are in. Like, you just take a moment and you just like, wow, like, I am feet firmly planted on Earth or in Earth. And beyond that shit is a solar system and galaxies and billions of light years away of fucking stars and nothingness. So we're told. You don't ever sit there and say to yourself, like kind of like when you look at those videos where it starts off as a person and you just keep like stretching the screen out and you realize how fucking infinite and tiny you are, but you still matter here. Like, I think of shit like that. But nobody ever looks at it on the perspective of the internet. Okay? Because the internet to me is the same shit. Because nobody owns the internet. It's not owned by any entities. The internet is just the internet. Just like water is water. Just like air is air. Yet, the people that are in I think I did. Yeah. So people that are in control, the people that tell us what to do, they literally charge us and penalize us for simply existing here. This is the concept that y'all don't look at it as. I look at it as this way all the time. All we were was born. Yet, we are born into a place that we must pay to live on. So I'm like, if I'm paying to live here, I have fucking say, bro. I have say too. They tell us that we're voting, but they already made their decisions. The internet is the same thing. The internet is endless and is owned by no entity, no government, no nothing. So the only thing that we are in is like a little corner of the ghetto of the internet. That's where we are at. Social media is like the surveillance system that they put into the fucking hood where there's projects. Okay, we are in the projects. So it would be like Instagram is like building 1 and Twitter is like building 2. And, you're just hopping in between buildings and, paying attention to the shenanigans in building C, which would be like YouTube. Building D would be like TikTok, you know what I'm saying? But now here's what the problem is. Everybody is hanging out at building D. And building A, B, and C is like, hold on. hold on. This is supposed to be a transference of equal traffic. But it seems that there's something going on over in building D. So what do? Now they plant people to disrupt the fun in building D. Everybody's chilling, having a good time. You have your couple occasional bad apples. But yeah. So now all of a sudden you got people coming over to building D and starting fires in the fire escapes and on the stairwell and, breaking out the buttons in the elevators, for the ads. And then what happens? Everyone's like, oh, well, we need to decide if we need to knock down building D. But here's what you guys don't look at it as on a deeper perspective. Now, it has nothing to do with building D. It's the fact that they want to knock down the whole fucking city. No. You see, the PTB, the people that own all this shit, what we're not understanding is that when they saw during the pandemic, when we figured out a way, you're telling us we have to stay home. You're telling us that we can't hang out at restaurants we like to hang out at. You're telling us we can't do X, Y, and Z. But we figured out a way how to get around that, right? That's why with Clubhouse, they said, you see how these brokies? Let's do a test. Let's do a test. We're going to throw them some money. And we're going to see if they can invest that back into the economy. See, the problem is that we didn't invest it back into the economy. We invested it back into ourselves. We were doing bartering. We were doing webinars. Like we were monetizing off of services for ourselves, which was keeping the economy going. They were like, fuck that. No. Abort the mission. Abort the mission. So they did. It told us we can go back to work, but then we didn't want to go back to an office. As you can see, Elon Musk is hell fucking bent on people who don't want to sleep at their desk because of their dedication to work at a job with shitty benefits. And people were like, oh, well, they don't have shitty benefits. I'm sorry. For me, if I can't spend time with my family and I can't live my life and then earn my income without having to feel like my job is more than what the fuck it is, then it's shitty benefits. Mofos do not believe in mental health time for anything. You're just supposed to work like you're a robot. And guess what? Now y'all are mad because the robots are coming. You're mad because the robots are coming. Every conversation is about AI. Okay, I know. Y'all see me talking about that shit. But the verification is what killed me. When I said to myself, you are willing to pay money to be seen by having a special badge on you, on your account. You're willing to pay to be seen. But you're only being seen in a portion of the internet that was selected by folks. Okay. Because again, a lot of people, they hear Web3 and they utter and shudder. I'm like, y'all got to look into that. Web3 is like the fucking upstate, it's like going upstate. It's like land, this is land. So I buy a domain, which is like property on the internet, and then I put that domain to work. I monetize off of my own traffic. You see, because you don't understand that. I say Instagram, for instance, it sent me a message, talk about, you're in danger of not being able to monetize. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that even mean? I am using your platform is telling my algorithm that I should be seen. But then you put and place restrictions on my shit where you then are begging. You have to buy ads to be seen. Like, that's not how that works. So it's like you are restricting my traffic. This is censorship. Regardless of whatever you look at it as, you know, y'all kill me, especially these tech folks. I see you in the comments, you know, you be in the replies a lot. And I'm like, do you hear how you sound? Oh, so I'm going to go take my show on the road to another app. So you're going to take your show on the road to another app that has rules? Like, don't you want to have rules for yourself? Wouldn't you want to have rules for yourself? That's why I say this verification bad shit don't make sense. You pay $8, what was it, $13, whatever, $10 a month, just so you can say who you say you are. When you have motherfucking Google, you had to verify yourself on Google as a business. Google, I'm verified on Google Business. So why should I care if I'm verified on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter? At this point, it's like y'all got to open up your eyes and realize that they are killing these apps on purpose. They are abandoning ship. When they took over these social media platforms and they underwent name changes, now you telling me, like an app like Facebook, who obviously the public said, and you can't say this is not true, because if you go look on Facebook's app comments of people that uninstalled and left, pretty much it was flooded with users that said that they deactivated their Facebook accounts after this incident over with TikTok, and I think in Congress or wherever that situation. I have so much on my mind, that's why I can't. I'm trying to wrap it up. I'm trying to wrap it up and get my ideas out. Okay, so this entire situation occurred. And I'm like, people don't realize, like they are asking you to pay to be seen. If you don't pay to be seen, then you are not awarded things on an application that is supposed to be free. So I'm like, if you're telling me that Elon Musk purchased Twitter just to make us pay for it, just be honest with that. Like, I'm like, because at that point, I will say,
"Ooh, that'll do it."
You know,
you don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate all the time that I have been here since 2007. So I sit there and I laugh at this evolution, because this evolution went from, it's like monkey see, monkey do. You saw the features from other apps. I don't think nobody should pay for social media. Social media is just a place where people are at, right? And if you are a business or a brand, you should know that is not where you should be at. You should know that that's where you should be fishing at. Y'all sit here and build shop and totally forget about the facts that you need to have your own. You need to always have your own. Oh, do you have Instagram? Yeah, but here's my website. Oh, are you on Twitter? Yeah, but I also post updates frequently on my website. Like, y'all totally forgot the whole transference of this idea of what social media is supposed to be. It never fails, y'all.
Bruh.
I'm just saying this is where we are at. We are at the level of where we need to be next. Where do we need to be next? So, I know exactly where we need to be next. But I'll tell you right after this song break. All right, so I have a song by my cousin. And we're going to get this on. This is a live performance for his song Groundhog Day. Let me just get this up. So we've been promoting this song for a minute. And just want to get y'all into the groove of how we are moving as a family. Like I said, right after these commercial breaks.
If the ocean were weed and I was a duck, shit, I swim to the bottom and smoke my way up. But the ocean ain't no weed, and nigga, I ain't no duck. So just pass me a piece and I'll roll that shit up.
Just another day around the way, roll up another one. Just another day around the way, roll up another one. Yo, you got another roll up?
Hell yeah.
Well, shit, roll up. Just another day around the way, roll up another one. Pocket full of pack that sticky icky like a honey bun. They say that money talk, some conversations ain't for everyone. Never let them guess your every move, just keep on flexing. Cruising through the city, I'm the driver and the passenger. Thinking about some ways to flip this cake without a spatula. When you up, they try to drain your energy like Dracula. 100 missed messages, my nigga, I'll get back to you.
Yes. Shout out to my cousin. Yeah, I know it was short. So I hope you guys come back for when the music video drops. This was just a little teaser for y'all. All right, again, this is my cousin D Blaze the Pyro with his song Groundhog's Day. Definitely check that shit out. Go play it. And, you know, show respect. Show respect because, like I said from the beginning, where we are going as a group of people, we have to go into and merge into new things because things are going to change very quickly. All right, welcome back to the Minx Show podcast. On this episode of Been Verified, I'm talking about how I've been verified. What you mean? I don't have to buy no verification badge or a verification check because I've already earned all of my respect. Listen. Hold on. I'm still getting used to this Stream Deck. Okay. Now, I have been working a lot. I've been working a lot, trying to get my own and get off of this grid that we call social media that is filled with nothing but contradictions. You can't say this until it's the truth 6 months later. You know, you can't express yourself because you offend other people. Like, I'm so over it at this point. I'm like, you're going to have to file with my domain host. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to file with that motherfucker because at this point, I'm not paying to be seen. And it's not even about paying to be seen. It's the question is, at this point, is there a reason why these folks are freaking out the way that they are? Like they're making it sound like it's some end of the world type shit. But I would definitely say that what don't they want to be attached to? Why are they afraid, right? You have so many celebrities that are afraid. And they're saying that, listen, guys, I just want to show you that I didn't pay for this because it's $1,000 a month. I didn't pay for this, and what, you got your verification badge. You should be happy. The company is saying that, okay, we got you. The company's saying that. I swear, these celebrities are panicking in our faces and we're like laughing at them because we're thinking that it's over a verification badge when it's not. It's nothing to do with a verification badge because we're in the age of AI right now that if they want to drop some shit, they will easily say, that's not real AI. They're going to blame AI for everything. Even if they drop the truth, they're going to drop the truth. This is right before the full disclosure of everything to come. Now it's going to take hell of a discernment. Not only do you need to know about AI and how they fabricate things, you have to know the difference between what is a real photograph and what isn't. So yes, it's important. Yes, yeah, you should know about it. I'm so fucking tired of hearing about it. Well, if you were smart, you would not be tired of hearing about it. You would start asking more questions. All this technology was not birthed overnight. And all the stuff that they are showing us, that the possibility of what it can do, what it has done. I'm literally saying to myself, they're crying about Drake AI music. I'm like, are you guys forgetting when we actually told you about the fact that there are AI generated songs of artists that are deceased? Ladies and gentlemen, this shit ain't fucking new. This shit ain't fucking new. I told y'all this shit. Hold on. If you go to cryptokingdom.com, you'll see it. All you have to do is search. I'm going to show you right now. Let's take this image away. Look at this. Over 1,000. That's 1,000 songs with human mimicking AI vocals. I sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. 1,000 songs with human mimicking AI vocals. And they were released by who? Since we have to refresh memories around here, I'll do the refreshing. This was from Music Business Worldwide, so you know this is some real shit. This is November the 15th, 2022. I broke this. The use of artificial intelligence created music just moved up a gear. We're not talking about AI and mere instrumental music production, but the use of machine learning to actually mimic and recreate human vocals. And I literally pointed this out when I questioned if Kendrick Lamar really was making his projects. It's called the Lingyan Engine. Its involvement is developing synthetic voices in memory of legendary artists. So again, I'm wondering, I'm like, are these celebrities okay? Is the jig up? Are they going to admit that Britney Spears is y'all knew it was coming. Yeah.
Bruh.
Are we going to finally admit that Britney Spears was nowhere near that fucking Elton John studio production? Are we going to finally admit that? Britney Spears' vocals does not require any type of vocal pitch correction. And I'm talking from when she was working with Black Eyed Peas. I know it was cute. Oh, the future electronic shit. Yeah. The electronical music. Yeah, you do usually one song with that. You don't really do like a whole next 10 years of that. And that's all I'm saying. So they've done this already. They've already put this out already. This is not new. They've been telling you for how long that they have been with this technology. So now it's like, why are they using Drake as an example? I believe that Drake is not a real person. I think Drake is a character. He's a character. I've been saying he's a character. That's why they started coming out with the fake Drakes. They had the fake Drake. They had the fake this, the fake that. Like, then they had the AI. Well, excuse me. The Universal that signed the first robot artist. Yeah, they tested it a little bit. They tested the waters. And when they saw people were outraged, they took it back. And then they said, you know what? We're going to release it in another way. We're going to do it in another way. And they did. They got you with the Chat GPT. All these programs that are dropping with Chat GPT. I even have my own freaking Anubis' Chat GPT in my Discord server. Anybody could do this shit. It's not whimsical. It's not, oh my God, it's so cool. And how much money does it take to do that? If you have time to learn, then you could do whatever. And I don't think a lot of people they don't have time to learn. I had time to learn, right? However, I did want to point something out. Now, I have said that pretty much everything is about buzzwords, right? Everything is about buzzwords. In the beginning of the pandemic, the buzzword was the you-know-what virus. Then it was the blank 19. Those were buzzwords. Then it was the vaccine became a buzzword. Right after vaccine came, kind of to throw us off a little bit, was NFT. Right after that, it was metaverse. Right? Metaverse. Then Facebook went ahead and said, nope, I want that, and rebranded to the name Meta. Now, the conversation is AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning intelligence. So now we have gone to strictly that buzzword, that everything is AI. AI can do this, AI can do that, AI can do that, blah, blah, blah. AI can make music, AI can make websites, AI could do. So AI, yes, we totally feel the presence of AI. But here's something else that we are not considering here. Back to the discussion when I said about Mark Zuckerberg and all of them changing Facebook to Meta, where now they are running advertisements because they want the general public to get their cut in on the, I'm sorry for using your data that we wasn't supposed to use it for money. And it's like everybody's just lining up and signing up. And I'm saying to myself, do you not realize that when you do accept the conditions of a payout, whether it is $1, whether it's $100,000, you can no longer go after this entity in the future, because that's it. You are not getting anything out of whatever that is. So it is a life, this is hush money. They are giving the public hush money, advertising the fact that your silence can be bought because of terms and conditions of what you were settling. You're not understanding what you are actually, what they are guilty of in this settlement. It's just money. And this is why I say money is the root of all evil. Right? Money is the root of all evil. I saw that as an ad. I was like, that's interesting. As soon as I started signing up for it, and this is for the Facebook payout, I said, something don't seem right. Now, if you're a person that's never been involved with lawsuits, I mean, I don't really expect you to understand, what happens when you receive settlement money. I don't know if you've ever had a car accident, whatever the case may be, but this is settlement money. Understand, they are settling something. There's guilt somewhere to be settled on this. And accepting money is like, I accept the fact that you copied my information and sold my data, manipulated the feeds with the election and as well as the vaccine information. I'm cool with that. Just give me my money. I just don't like that idea. You literally took TikTok to court over the accusations of our data being stolen and used for things that it's not supposed to be used for. And now Facebook is literally running editorials, ads, whatever you want to call it, press releases, doing the press run. We owe you money because we stole from you. You understand? Your biometric data is priceless. It is priceless. You are providing information about you, I would say subconsciously. Your subconscious. Because how you think and how you respond is what's being sold. How you think is what's being sold. Oh, I see an ad. I didn't like that ad too much. So I'm going to just go buy it because I didn't like that. So that information, your behavior, your reaction to seeing something is logged. And then it is sold so that this information could be used for future ads for other companies and other ways that they promote their products. So we're giving them our data for free. And then you have some people that are willing to pay to give their data to a company as long as people can see them so that more actions can be taken on your visibility in the algorithm. So if somebody sees your post and they don't engage with it, now that's more data that is logged in and put into a system. You understand what I'm saying? So my question is $300 worth 10 years of the way you think being logged and sent somewhere to create these AI projects? At the end of the day, when you really sit down and talk to these bots, you ask them, how did you get your information? You know, I feel like I'm in one of those movies where I'm good cop, bad cop, because I want to know, you're a robot. So I want to know who you are. I want to know what you do. I want to know what your purpose is. I want to know if you're spying on me. I want to know if I can trust you. I had to put some mood music. I have to know if I could trust you because you're in constant connection to my data. And my data that I provide you helps companies make money. So when we all realize that our thoughts, the way we think, when you write a tweet, it is a thought. I want you guys to hear my music. I want you guys to look at my art project. I want you guys to watch my latest video. I hate my baby moms. I hate my baby dad. I hate my job. I love watching anime. This is the information that you are giving, is your thoughts. These are like thought bubbles. Same thing with Facebook. When you write paragraphs of your energy, oh, I can't stand when people, when all you have to do is pick up the fucking phone and tell that person how you feel. But now you got 100 people hitting like and sharing negative vibrations because those vibrations are similar. They can relate. So let's relate to negativity and share it for everyone to agree or disagree with. It's still your thoughts. They take your thoughts. So if you got 10 people from New York on Facebook that are writing statuses about their experience as New Yorkers. Now that data could be logged in because of how Minx wrote it. Minx is a woman that's from the age of 30 to 40, African American, in the demographic of the Bronx, who tweeted this. So now this is data that can go into a bot. So now that bot knows how to create the next distraction. Bunch of New Yorkers are upset about the potholes. A bunch of New Yorkers are upset about the train system. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do something to disrupt them for the things they don't like so that we can drain their energy even more. Again, when God said, let there be light, who the fuck was he talking to? I'll tell you exactly. Because God's thoughts became things. And so do ours. And these people are taking our thoughts and monetizing off of them. And using our thoughts to sell shit to us. Making us believe that this is how the universe attracts. No, this is just data. This is just math. This is just analyzing a person and how they move and respond to things. Now, I ain't going to hold you. I do have one more thing I want to discuss. Now, you know, the conversations about NFTs and all this other shit calmed down, which was very interesting. But I found something that really sparked my interest last night. Now, last night, I was hit with an ad. Obviously, because I was in my NFT bag, right? I was looking at things pertaining to NFTs. I could just click on this and enlarge it. There we go. MasterCard.
Bruh.
That's exactly what Master card, okay? Say it like that. So it says the MasterCard Artist Accelerator uses Web3 music tools like never before. Join and mint your free MasterCard Music Pass to access exclusive music content and experiences. When the fuck was MasterCard helping artists? Artist Accelerator uses Web3? Okay. I want you to focus on this part right here, what this Artist Accelerator is. AI Studio launches. Create your very own music tracks using an online AI studio.
Bruh.
So, Master Kuan Yin says, MasterCard is an active partner of the World Economic Forum.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
Can I be honest with you? Like, on some real shit? Why on earth would anybody want to purchase an NFT and open up something regarding banking with MasterCard in a crypto type of situation? Because they know that it's a buzzword. They know AI is a buzzword. So it's like they're kicking off, like they already kicked it off. Look, we're going to get people to sign up for our blockchain joint. But I was reading a lot of comments with this, and people were saying that they weren't getting the NFT into their wallet. It was not transferable to their domain wallet. And, you know, so even some people were questioning if they should transfer this to their domain wallet. Could this be something that could clean out your wallet? So it was a catch-22 on this. But you're talking about that you want to support artists as MasterCard, but in another breath, you're dropping an AI studio for you to be able to mint tracks like this. I'll tell you, there's nothing fascinating about this to me because I can do this with my own website. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on that soon. But I can do public mints and all that shit on my own website and unlock sessions and stuff like that, but not created by AI. Not created by AI. So, y'all heard what I had to say on this whole shit. I will definitely say that we are in a time where, you know, people ask me like, oh, you know, you always talking about AI and At the end of the day, anything that can be weaponized. Anything can be. You could weaponize a feather. You could weaponize a feather if you wanted to. Find a person that's allergic to feathers, take that feather and fuck with them. You weaponized it. You could weaponize anything, like this idea of wanting to take away guns. Well, a gun is a tool. A gun is a tool that is meant to kill whatever you point it at, which we get. But is the tool the weapon or is the person the weapon? Once the person has access to it and they provide energy to it, whether it's for good or for bad, because you can kill something and need to eat from it. Hunting. It's whatever you do with the weapon. How you intend for that weapon. So the same thing like with social media. Social media was designed for us to be social. We're supposed to sit and talk and kick back and share links and support each other, support our faves, you know, buy from businesses online and just, you know, keep an ecosystem going and an economy going in a digital way. But it can also be used to do bad things as well, right? You got the dark web. You have people that use it for bullying, people that use it for scamming and all. So it's again a tool. But the person that goes behind that chair or that screen is the weapon. So just like with AI, some people love using it. They feel like their businesses have flourished because now they're being given different alternatives to create ideas, to create content. Or maybe they didn't know how to complete something like coding or whatever. They needed a lot of help. They don't have money to be paying people on Fiverr to build shit. So they use these tools. And just like AI could be used for bad, where people can actually create deep fakes and other dumb shit that will mislead the public into thinking things that they should not be thinking. The bottom line is that whenever the government gets their hands on something, it becomes the weapon. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Whenever the government gets their hands on something, it becomes the weapon. God said, let there be light. America said, let there be fight. Let's fight. Let there be division. Let people feel like they need to be part of a marginalized group. And now, you can be marginalized, you can weaponize, you can create AIs, and you can still be verified. So, however way y'all want to look at it, that's on you. But yeah, this is the Minx Show podcast, been verified episode 100. We made it. Hopefully I will get more content like videos and shit like that because that's my goal. I also want to show off real quick how we moving. I have my own server now for streaming. So we have live.theminxshow.com, which is located on the Fendiverse. It is on the Fendiverse. Please learn these terms, y'all. Y'all got to really learn these terms. I will be going, into it deeper. So yes, live.theminxshow.com. I also have my website, which is minx.theminxshow.com. Again, it's going to make sense once I sit down and explain it to you guys. Minx.theminxshow.com. This is my new website. This is a Web3 bio link. So if you want some details on that, I'll definitely will be talking about it. But yes, you can come through here by yourself. You can support the platform by purchasing a super like, which comes directly to me. You can get a heart. You can get the fire emoji. You can send me some beer. I don't know. We also have my daily polls. I'll be throwing those on, as well as my melodies. I got my Minxstrumentals on here. I got the audio inbox. You can send me a voice note. And of course, more importantly, stay connected. Make sure you hit me, send me your number, send me your email address, whatever. I don't sell information. I don't sell data. I just sit here trying to keep in touch with my day ones. And if you really are day one, you would hang out every day, check in, because you never know. You might win a person on the leaderboard already. You might win a giveaway. Okay? So get your rewards. And yeah, make sure you guys tune in, sign up for the Discord so you guys get the alerts for when I do go live. I don't really see myself going live on Twitch and YouTube and all that shit just as yet. I'm really trying to build up what I got because I worked hard on this, and I'm tired of giving these people my data. I'm tired of giving them my information. I'm tired of them making me feel like, oh, you got to pay to be seen. No, the internet is free. I could buy an ad on Google and target people that I know that are visiting my shit and target their whole county and all that. Google ads, yo. SEO, yo. Learn those terms, yo. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. This is The Minx Show, and I'm out.